Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Nation News, and potential storm hunter. That's right. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, baby, and we've got tornado watch happening. I'll show you a clip of my tornado response time. It's at 30 seconds. I'm dealing with a relatively heavy-footed pregnant woman who is taking her damn time as we try to venture into the shelter. But I'm going to record this video for you with one eye out the window. We're expecting heavy hail. There may be cats and dogs flying around, and we have yet to decide if our senior basset hound has earned the rights to enter the storm shelter. He's incontinent, and he hasn't pooped yet today. We call that a loaded gun. So speaking of foolish behavior, we have I don't know if you want to say it backfired, but fans are torn as Dotun and Charity fake their pants out with an April Fool's breakup. Now, we know April Fool's is an obvious day where we get gagged left and right, but enough about spring break. Hey, folks, right? Party. But either way, here we have, as a bondage joke, so here we have what may have gone down with Dotun and Charity. I'm going to share it with you guys. I'm kind of running and gunning today, so as you guys know, all my graphics are all over the place, but that's because, you know, it's a storm watch day, so what can you do, you know? So here we have their breakup and their confirmation that it was an April Fool's. I was excited, not for their breakup, but, you know, hey, I hate to say it, if it bleeds, it leads. I hate to say it. I am a part of this ecosystem where when news comes out that some big couple like them may have broken up, I feel multiple feelings. I feel bad, and I also go, all right, Timmy's going to get a little lump sum payment into his college fund. You know what I mean? Baby Timmy. That's not his real name. So either way, Charity and Dotun have seemingly been fine, but of course they were recently on the Dear Shandy podcast, and then when they announced their fake breakup yesterday, people said, oh, the curse of Dear Shandy continues. And I just want you guys to know the idea of a curse because a couple went on a podcast and then broke up. We just have to remember, a lot of couples in Bachelor Nation have gone on this podcast, and a lot of couples have broken up. It is your confirmation bias if you attribute that to a curse. You know who also went on Dear Shandy's podcast? Tasha and Dave. And we got a baby on the way, so clearly we did something right, okay? So the idea that if you go on the podcast, it's a curse, I don't know about that. Hey, how about this? If you go on the Dear Shandy podcast, you may get pregnant. How about that? How about that? You might procreate. You might have so much group energy, as it were, that you enjoyed the podcast so much, you get freaky deaky afterwards. Weren't Giannina and Blake on the podcast? They just had a baby. How about that for some confirmation bias? So here they are. Oh, they have the baby right there. Boy, I mean, come on. Leave a little to the imagination. I'm kidding. First of all, I think breastfeeding should be normalized, that you do it anywhere you want. I think it's tragic that people shame moms for feeding, even if they have a cover over them. If you don't want a cover and, oh, my 5-year-old's going to see how it's done, they should. It's procreating. It's mammalian love at its finest. Nutrition, colostrum, entering their blood, okay, the whole deal. So either way, here's what Giannina said. We'll get back to Dotun in a second. We're doing it Starbucks style today, folks. His first breath took ours away. Well, that's a good line. Meet Heath Orion's belt. Meet Heath Orion Horstman. Born on Good Friday. Oh, that's very nice. Everyone is home. Heath is risen. Is home, happy and healthy. Heath Bar. Oh, there's so many good Heath references you can make here. His pregnancy and birth were a dream come true. Our lives are brighter, fuller, and forever better. Thank you for all the love and well wishes. Heath has so many people who love him. We are parents. Bump, 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 bump. Congratulations. Blake says, best day of my life. So will Heath be a little DJ? I'm not too sure. Either way, this may be, I'm not Bachelor data. I don't have all the stats here, but this may be the first baby to come out of cross dating shows. That being Love is Blind. This is a hybrid baby. This is a Love is Blind / Bachelor in Paradise baby. And We love to see it. So congratulations to them. Let's go back to Dotun. So yesterday they posted this. Dotun and Charity posted cryptic stories, unpinned photos with each other, and removed photos with each other from their Instagram feeds. So this was a great April Fools. You know why? They made the internet do the heavy lifting. They just slowly posted a few things and they got your attention. They said, learn to let go of what does not ask to be held. And then Dotun said something about like, don't go chasing waterfall. Be so rooted in yourself that nobody, blah, blah. Just real jerk off posts about like loving yourself when no one else, blah, 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 blah. And then they archive photos of each other, which probably took all of 10 minutes to do. They hit a couple buttons, blah, blah, blah. It received 675 comments. So clearly people were talking about it. Someone said it's Dotover. That's a Dotun and over hybrid. The Dear Shandy curse strikes again. Okay, so it's April Fools. And you might say, oh, how, but this just goes to show how bloodthirsty people can be sometimes, where you go, well, it's April Fool's Day, but this could be true. Can you imagine breaking up on April Fool's Day? And if there were signs pointing to their relationship ending, maybe that would be more likely, but there weren't. So then today we get this post from Charity, or from Dotun, just landed after a long week in Cali. What did we miss on this wonderful April Fool's Day? Now you might say, oh, what a stupid April Fools for them to do. Nobody cares. Well, I'm sorry. 675 comments means this is probably the most commented post of the month, or one of them. So to say people don't care, that ain't true. They do care. Now, some people say, wow, this is bad juju. That's a different conversation to be had. Let's go back here. So this post doesn't have nearly as many comments. I didn't even notice this prank until I saw the thread here. I never visit people's profiles and just skip past any inspirational quotes. That's the whole point. This kind of was a great prank because it was really Charity just pranking, Reddit, really, because no one else was going to put it together. Why? Everybody else has shit to do. Now, of course, I covered it, but that's because I make, a show with it. So, of course, we cover it. OP said, I actually feel like it was a good prank for this. I don't care for April Fools with the dumb posts by corporations, but they did something subtle, which had just some people questioning if they noticed. I agree. A good prank. It being so subtle was what got me. They knew what Reddit looks for. Well played. They knew their audience. I'd rather an April Fool's prank like this over a fake pregnancy announcement. They could have chosen to do something that's actually in poor taste, but they didn't. It's silly and harmless. Now, yeah, at today's day and age, if you don't know not to do a fake pregnancy announcement, that's on you. I think most people understand, let's not joke around about fertility and life. And let's not pretend, by all means, that, we're pregnant when we've only given a blowjob. Let's not do that, right? If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, welcome to my channel. And do we have content for you? Now, I'm shooting this live with my Patreon. I decided to go live on Patreon, which is a membership-only live stream, which, by the way, costs $5 a month. So most people get to listen for less than 10 cents an hour. That's how much content we make. But either way, I'm live on Patreon, waiting with my phone charging right here. Oh, did we get an announcement? We might have gotten a notification. I'm going to see. That might be something. But I've been waiting. I've got janitors at the courthouse waiting for what is supposed to be a wild day today in Bachelor Nation. I've got my 5G, my Wi-Fi set up in my emergency shelter. I'll show you guys my emergency shelter right here. So what else can I say about Charity and Dotun? They are still together. They pranked everybody. Some people are salty. This is bad juju for the relationship. Well, who cares? It's their way of saying, you guys don't know us, and we'll do whatever the hell we want. If you want to unfollow them over it, go for it. Okay, here is, and this was shot moments ago, but it's so dark outside right now. We are just waiting for golf ball-sized hail, which is why I put my car in the garage, because I'm the idiot who bought a glass car and then moved to hail country. What the hell are you thinking? I don't want my car to look like it's got dimples on it because, God decided to just mess with me. Anyway, here's the 30-second response time by Tasha. She's got to shave this down to 10 seconds. She's not going to make it into the shelter next time. Have a watch. I'm going to time us in the emergency evacuation system. Ready? set, go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Oh, it's chilly. Oh. Come, 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 come. Come, 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 come.
Oh, we did it.
Come, 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 come. She's got her coffee. Now you might say, why is a pregnant lady drinking her coffee? Well, it's partly decaffeinated, Cheryl. Live a little. So there she is with her coffee in her Coach bag, knowing her priorities. And by the way, I should have cleared up the spider webs. I didn't tell Tasha this, but I walked into a spider web when I went into this shelter. All right, 30 seconds. Tasha got swept away. Are you in here?
We've got waters.
All right, here's a message to any of our neighbors. We have 2 extra spaces in here, but you have to bring scones or other light pastries if you want to come with us. That was your emergency notice here. All right, so there it is, folks. And by the way, you might not have checked out my last video, but if you're still watching this, we actually made a little, I shared this clip here from my time at the Improv. And that's where I had my show the other day, but I had to bleep a few things out. But if you want to check that out, I'm going to have that live on Patreon.
I mean, she was helping herself to my money, so there you go. That's...
Making jokes about the Clayton situation. Okay, so anyway, you'll have that full video on Patreon. Dotun and Charity are okay. Well, if you're so happy and in love, why don't you do Driving with Dave? There is no curse with Driving with Dave. Actually, if you do Driving with Dave, studies have proven you're gonna have a better sex life. You're gonna be so inspired to I don't know. Yeah, okay, I'm done with the bit. All right, folks, that's it from me. We'll be back with more content right after this. All right, so that was a 12-minute video. That's what we like to do. Here's what I'm going to do. If you're new to the Patreon, because we haven't done this in a while, I have to get offline, edit this, and come back. When I say it's going to take me 4 minutes, I'm not kidding. So join me for part 2. I will be back in 4 minutes or less. You have my word. You'll get the new link sent to you through Patreon. Okay, guys? So I'll see you very shortly. Bye, everybody.